Hello again, friends! And you are our friends. Welcome to D&M Sports Break number 205, where this week we challenge how good my note-keeping skills are, since all of you guys decided to become Lou Lamoriello overnight, it seems, with the amount of trades that have come through. It's absolutely ludicrous, but I love it. Look at all the engagement. You guys are now starting to learn people's favorite teams and just trying to learn a little bit about the folks and the people here in general, so it's great to see. Hello to Julien, Hunter, and Trevor. Everyone else is going to be filling in the next couple minutes here as we go. Let's take off this shirt to get ready for all the heat that's coming in. We got some fun in store. A pair of 24-25 Ultimate and Stature. Last time we did that, we pulled that short print Bedard auto rookie out of Stature for Downtown Dale Trites. We'll see if we can repeat that again. We have a tin for 24-25 Series 2 to act as our appetizer. That's like the bread, if you will, before you sit down before a meal. We'll do Skybox Metal, 23-24 Artifacts, 25-26, and 24-25 SP Authentic as we take our trip to the spa. Hello as you guys continue to come in. Dale's here, Chris, Freggie, Vince, aloha, welcome into the break. A very quick rundown of the trade sheets here, everybody. Hopefully, actually, before I do that, let's explain the numbers real quick. Everybody's putting numbers down. Why would they do such a thing, you ask? Well, let me tell you why they would do that. Because if you can get a short printed number that is on a card before we pull it, and you have liked this feed, you will win a prize. What does that mean? Well, let's say we pull a card number 88 out of 99. Mary has guessed number 88. As long as she has liked this feed, she will win a prize. I am very vain and I need your attention, so if you don't hit that little like button, you get nothing. You ain't get nothing. But you can even put a heart, you can put a ha-ha, sad face, I really could not care less. I just need your attention, so just make sure you hit that little button. The real reason is that it helps give us a ton of traction, helps kind of reach. We have people in the breaks now from BC and Ontario and Alberta, which we'd like to continue to see grow there for sure. Hey to Mark and Mary and Josh, Matt is here too. So very quickly, here we go. So Hunter B has sent the Bruins to Dale for Dallas. Trevor then sent Chicago and Tampa Bay to Todd for Philadelphia and LA. If I don't have this right, for the love of God, please correct me. I tried my best. Then Trevor took those LA Kings and fired them off to Santa Scott for the Anaheim Quack Attack. And then we go Todd, once again, our local Lou Lamoriello, sends Tampa Bay to Jack for Florida. And then he flipped those same Panthers to Julien for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So if anything on this list for you, you little Rudigers out there, who were pulling off trades is not correct, say so now or forever hold your peace. But I think I got all that proper. I tried to keep track on my name sheet for teams, but I don't know how that's going to be with the sad face be throughout the Panther season is starting. Wouldn't it be funny, Dale, if they just tanked and they picked up good old what's-his-face there in the draft, and then they come back and win next year? You wouldn't be sad then. But no, there's no sad face, Dale. We're back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. I mean, if you want to talk about the Cups, that's okay. Or the 3/4 of the team that's having surgery right now, we can talk about that too, I guess. Alright, there's been no fuss over all the trades, so we've got that down. So without any further ado, let's get rolling with our Tinamarinky Dinky Dink, Tinamarinky Doo. This is pretty much the San Jose and Philadelphia contingent who are going to want to lean in real close here on this one. If anybody wants the empty tin post-break, it is yours. So all you got to do is either just say the be in the berries of today's break. It'll be funny, McGavin belongs to my Flames. Ah, yes, that's the guy. McGavin, I knew that. Shooter McGavin. Shooter. If anybody wants this empty tin, you can have it. I save the tins after just because they're okay for storage and such. Worst case, a kid will take it, so it's not really that big a deal either way. We're looking for 3 or 4 young guns on average. Of course, one of the big boys that we're looking for would be Celebrini or Matvei Mishkov. So get some other potential gems and goodies in there as well. We have a 3-star Dazzler pack. And once again, this is pretty much just the McKenna is who you're thinking of, Trevor, not McGavin. But I thought McGavin was funnier, so I went with it. We're not going to go through all the base cards here because it's a tin. And as a reminder, we keep nothing. So if there's a base card that could be a variation, which are typically hobby exclusive, but that's not the point, I don't keep a damn thing. Even the base cards go back to you guys. So even if we miss something, we don't. We have an Outburst, which is possible for Young Guns out of the tins. This one being a base card, but it will be Kent Johnson and Columbus. So that gets Columbus on the board. Everybody's favorite rat, Marshy, with the Brew Crew. And we have Ooh La La with Joey Decord as your first one. We'll move that there. We're going to move Wild Willie on top of the Ultimate. And we'll keep the beat rolling. Jake Batherson. Ha ha! Campus base. Will Smith. That is a rookie for San Jose. A Glossio Peachy gets the Sharks on the board, so not too bad there for Bob, or for Robert, however you like to be referred to. My regular Bob's not in the break, so Robert, I'll just call you Bob. And Kyle Connor with the Electricity. I don't know if anybody ever remembers, but in The Office, when we had Prison Mike, or whatever it was, he was doing the rap with Dwayne about Scranton is the Electric City. That's all I can ever think of when I pull those Electricity cards. The beat goes on. Behind Leo, it is your first Young Gun renewed with Mitchie Marner. Look away, Toronto fans, or don't, depending who you are or how fickle you are. On a heater is Jack Eichel. Hard to disagree with that. And your first Young Gun is Jackson Blake. Jackson Blake is actually a pretty solid pickup. Blake signed a contract with the Canes in the offseason from Fargo, North Dakota. Don't ask him where the briefcase is. But that gets a nice Young Gun. But the Carolina Hurricanes, which are usually not the hottest team to necessarily grab, as I scour my sheet for number 16, that goes to Natasha. Natasha back in the break, so she gets a nice Jackson Blake Young Gun. Hopefully we can do better than that, though, as we go. The beat goes on. Pack numero 3. Glossy this time with Brad Lambert. Behind Brad is a Young Gun teammates with Mishkov and Ivan Fedorov, who is not, as I like to say, classic. They misspelled Fedorov's name in the teammates. It's D-O, not D-E. But they're all like that. So it's not an error card if they're all like that. Maybe we get the Young Gun next time, but still a nice Philadelphia hit nonetheless, which I suppose goes to Trevor after all those trades. And we have Logan Mailloux with Montreal as your welcome aboard, Skip. They showed a graphic between Mailloux and Zachary Bolduc. And I know Bolduc has, I'll say, fallen off. Not fallen off, shouldn't say that. I know he's settled down a little bit there in Montreal, but Mailloux was like minus 12 with no points compared to Bolduc in Montreal, and it was like, I wonder who won that trade. Behind Casey Middlestat is your Sparkle. Jack Hughes is the Electricity. Behind that, we have some bang for your puck with Pasta, and ooh la la, it's Igor Shesterkin. The Shesterkian one. 1, 2, 3 packs, only one Young Gun here. Nice so far. Cause is here. What up, my man? I'm happy you were able to make the break. And yeah, Chris, you should imagine I woke up in the morning checking scores and I had to like rub my eyes again to be like, what? But yeah, 9-1. Luckily, Evan Bouchard was only like a -3, so he didn't get too much on him. Ilya Sorokin, that's probably one of my favorite Young Gun reneweds. And I love them, but the lighthouse right in the middle adds a lot of je ne sais quoi. We have Frank Nazar with your UD portrait. There'd be a rook there for Nazar. And Drew Camesso is a Chicago Young Gun between the pipes for them. 1-2 packs to go, and then we'll take a trip over to Skybox Metal, see how many constellations and little heads that we can find. Thank you for the memories, featuring Mason McTavish and Trevor Zegras. That's right, little Gouda. Thank you for the memories. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Young Gun time, it is. The man's so nice and named him twice. Ivan. Colorado. The Breadman has your playlist. Then we're into base card town with one more. Well, let's start Terra lost 2 years and want to win the cup. Weird, they still start. You know, Dale, I agree with that, but I think that the losses for guys like Evander Kane and Corey Perry are going to start adding up. Like, they really lost the middle of their lineup. It's kind of like Toronto. I'm not saying Toronto's bad. We're not getting into that. But when they lost Marner, they replaced him with some middle-of-the-pack guys. And it's like, ooh. Like, at least when Colorado lost Rantanen, they brought in Natchez, right? Like, it's going to be a minimal impact to them, but yeah. Olin Zellweger is your glossy. Matvei Nishkov back again, this time in portrait form, and your final insert is Nazem Kadri with the Electricity. Do we only have one young gun, or do we have two? We had Blake, and we had three, because we had Ivan, of course. The new Anthony Beauvillier, Ivan, says Dale. I wish I could disagree, but I can't. Every tin has a very special 3-card Dazzler pack inside. Black Dazzlers are the ones you're looking for. They're typically 1 in 100 packs. So we'll obviously see what we can find. You can get the rookies and the whole rigging. Usually orange and red are the ones that are the most prevalent. The grade 8 is here. Getting Washington the board with an orange Dazzy. Bo Horvat, who's having a hell of a season, by the way. Another orange Dazzy. And then your red Dazzy or your orange. I'm going to say it's orange as well. Matt Boldy, another kid having a great season in Minnesota. So no rookies on the Dazzler. A little bit of a when it comes to the tin, but that's okay because that's kind of what the tin is. Again, that's just the bread to the whole meal here. Speaking of bread, here comes the soup. Skybox. 15 packs, 7 cards. I think we all know the shtick of Skybox. Usually 2 main hits per box. Every pack should have a base rookie, an insert, and a high number base card, typically featuring a star in their alternate jersey. I was going to say or road jersey, but no, I think they're always alternate. PMGs are the name of the game here, although they have a ton of short print inserts such as your Jambalayas and your Metal X and your Tetras and the whole friggin' rigmarole. There's kind of an idea what we're looking for. Right there. Shakir Mukamadulin appears to the best name at 23-24, yes. Or 24-25, doesn't matter. Trevor. That's for you. Alright, folks. Off we go. This is the... Now, Stature is a wild card. Because Stature is a dual year, 23-24 and 24-25, but this is the only pure 23-24 product that we're doing. Suzuki, Paterka, Foligno, and Anders Lee. Hiding behind Anders Lee. Some energetic explosions, and that is a rookie card for Leo Carlsson, who is one of the top players in the game this year. Who would have thought it's the Celebrinis, the Carlsons, and the Bedards that are the guys that are absolutely exploding? I believe that is Trevor's, if I remember right, because I believe he sent him to Scott for Anaheim. That is true. So, Trevor, you have a Leo Carlsson energetic explosion. Everyone's favorite televangelist, Luke Evangelista, scored last night against Dallas. And Quinnigan with your alternate number. Quinn Hughes. What a great name. Tarmo. Look at this Tarmo. What a rough upbringing it would have been for Tarmo. Tarmo, is there a Tarmo here? Darcy Kemper, Cole Perforati, as some people call him, Patrick Laine, and Newfoundland's own Dawson Mercer. Tyson Forrester is here. Skybox rookie, some of my favorite parallels. I'm not going to go around and touch it, but look at the texture. It makes it explode right off the middle. I really enjoy those. Mackie Samoskevich, easily the top rookie there in Florida. He's pulling some top 9, top 6 minutes, especially with the injuries in Florida. And Cole Caulfield, I guess they do have the road jerseys in the high number. But Cole Caulfield, also known as Cole Caulfield. I find this year is different than all the other years, the last couple of years, right? There's a changing of the guard. These young teams we kept waiting for, the Montreals, the San Jose's, the Anaheims, are starting to finally break through, and it's nice to see a little bit more of that parity in the league. Maybe I say that after winning 2 cups and I don't really care anymore, but, you know. D-Lark, Matchbox 20, Monty, and Nick Backstrom. Yuri Patera is your premium prospect. That's a rookie card for Vegas. Behind that is Matthew Kessel, getting a base rookie for Sweet St. Louis. And I need a Miro. Heiskanen is your high number with Dallas. The Dallas Stars. We continue. Chandler Stevenson, Seth Jarvis, Linus Allmark, who got the win last night. Did you know Ottawa went over 23 minutes without a shot last night? And they still somehow won. Sorry, Cause. Cause is a Philly fan. We got Zach Werenski here, and hiding behind that is your little head. Guess what, everybody? It's a Sunday afternoon. Time for a little head by Peyton Krebs. And Fraser Mitten, your base rookie, this time with Tirana, and Igor Shesterkin will be your high number in the back. Final pack of the left-hand side, for anybody here curious. Byfield, Norris, Beauvillier, and Ryan Strome. Hiding behind Ryan Strome, Matthew Kessel back, this time in Middle Universe rookie form. We have Ridley Gregg, who had a point last night, and Gino. It will be your alternate jersey as well, 1/3 of the way through the box. From here, we will head on over to Artifact Town, then we'll go to a trip to the spa, and then we'll get into our big beefy boys over there. What sizes do the shirts come in? Are we talking about D&M Sport t-shirts, Hunter? If so, just let me know. Mark Stone, Mika Zibanejad, Victor Hedman, and Kirby Doc. Behind that, some energetic explosion, this time with Brent Burns. Matt Murray is here as your base rookie, and former Rookie of the Year, Mo Sai. Morris Sider is your base. So typically, Hunter, we would carry a medium, large, extra large, and a double extra large. Hunter, if you want a t-shirt, you send the store or send me a message, one of the two, and we'll have a little chat. We can work out getting you a t-shirt there. I believe they were either $25.99 or $26.99, one of the two, plus tax, of course. But we can either ship that to you or whatever you'd like to have done. So I may have limited sizes on hand at one time. For example, I'm out of D&M Sport hats. These, and if you guys don't like commercials mid-breaks, you guys should blame Hunter, because it's his fault. These gorgeous D&M Sport hats with a beautiful mesh backing. They're adjustable. They're comfy as heck. We're out of those, and we're going to be bringing some more in. But if you like to support your local card shop, all you got to do is let us know. All right. Yes, back to work. You're right, Dale. Beauty start to this pack. We got Pavel Zacha. Let's get some focus here. There we go. Boom. So Zacha, Lucas Raymond, Kadri, and Slav. Behind Slav is Connor Zary, a nice rookie pickup with the Flames. Behind that, Sean Farrell is your base rook in Montreal, and Neon Leon, the man who wants all the money, is your high number in the back. Johnny G, Torrey Krug, Math, and Freddie Anderson. We got some rainbow behind Freddie, and a soul of the game for Sidney Crosby. Those are not even necessarily a box hit. Those are a little bit rarer than that. There's a few inserts that are only one per box. So to get Sid the Not So Kid is quite a solid pickup. And I guess that one's to Todd, right? Because Todd sent Florida to Pittsburgh after he got Tampa Bay from Jack so that he could get Florida. But to get Tampa Bay, he had to talk to Trevor. Jeez. Vincent Iorio and Minchie Marner is in the back. Why don't we put the soul of the game right there? Soul of the game. I don't know how Gary Bettman and company do it. All these like three-way trades, and you guys got to start coming in and signing paperwork before we do this, maybe. Pavel Buchnevich, me, JT Miller, and D-Gun. Looks like a Z-Force, and indeed it is Sebastian Aho, not to be confused with AEW's Riho. That gets Carolina on the board. Yaroslav Askarov, who has had two amazing back-to-back games. My Panthers beat the tar out of the Sharks last night, but not on the scoreboard, just in every other facet. And it was this guy who was the problem between the pipes. So Askarov is the real deal. And the grade 8 is going to be your base rookie. I think I left a card behind, which was a base card of Adam Fox. The end. Still none of the big boom boys, right? None of the big boomers, none of the brouhahas, none of the explosions, none of the fireworks. Wyatt Johnston, Slavin, Josh Morrissey. We have Charlie McAvoy, and hiding behind Charlie McAvoy is Logan Cooley. A rookie card for him. Arizona, I just was getting focused, I took it away. Arizona, Utah, whatever you want to call it, that goes to Chris. I saw somebody trying to encroach on your territory claiming Utah, Chris. You shut them down real quick. My best Carl Sagan voice. A Tatari star is described as a star currently smaller than the sun, but forecasted to grow as big, if not bigger, than the Earth's main star. That is true, by the way. That is a real fact. Matthew Poitras is your base rookie with Beantown, and we have Connor Hallebuck as your high number. That is 2/3 of our Skybox. Skybox box. Box. Still looking for the big boom. Stammer, Fiala, Jake Getzel, Jared McCann, hiding behind Jared McCann. Premium prospects with everybody's favorite televangelist, Luke Evangelista. Logan Cooley is your base rookie, another rookie card for him. And Clayton Keller is your base card. Hello, Brent and Jack. Welcome into the break, my friends. Timo Meyer is here, so is Tristan Jarry, followed by Lundy and Taylor Hall. Behind Taylor Hall, melting down, is Matthew Nye. So that is a rookie card for Matty Nyes, a nice pickup for Toronto. That goes to Hunter M, so a hearty congrats goes on that one. Jacob Peltier, former Moncton Wildcat, now with the, well, not now, but this card going to the Flames. And Bradles is your high number. 3 packs left, still missing the big insert. The auto, the PMG, the jambalaya, the whatever. Soul of the game is definitely a nice one. Colton Parayko, JT Comfer, who's still getting cards, believe it or not. JT Comfer at 52 points in 22-23. Are you kidding me? Former Seattle Thunderbird, Shea Theodore. Troy Terry. And the return of Yaroslav Askarov. That is your Skybox rookie for him in Nashville. Will Cooley, third best Cooley in the league behind Logan Cooley and Dmitry Kulikov. And UC Saros is your base rookie. Another news, 49ers need a big win today versus Ram. I took the points, Dale. Niners just got to cover 6 or 5.5 or whatever the heck it was. Are the Eagles on tonight, cause they're playing Green Bay? Are they tonight? Are they the Monday night game? I thought they were the Monday night game. But still, go Eagles. Yeah, sure. McTavish, JT, Claude Giroux, Matthias Ekholm. And trying to run away from me is a little head. Oof, there's a joke in there somewhere. Evgeny Kuznetsov. I didn't sniff, he did. Adam Fantilli, rather, your base rookie Columbus, and Brent Burns, your high number. And we got 1 pack left, and it better be a doozy, I'm going to tell you. Maybe you should take a look at the back of all these just to kind of make sure that there wasn't a numbered one that slipped through here. Nico Heischer, Ken Johnson, the Otter, and Jacob Markstrom. Premium prospects, Pavel Mintunkov. John Beecher's your base rookie, and the Nuge is your high number. And unfortunately, that Skybox ended on a bit of a whimper opposed to a bang. We're going to take a really quick look just to make sure we didn't miss any numbers on the back, because there was certainly none on the front. It's one of the first times with the metal that we've had that. Regrettably, when it comes to the metal universe, there's this year they changed it. 24-25, there is a guarantee. You either get an auto or a PMG, but for 23-24, no such guarantee existed. So I suppose by rule, it is possible that we would have a box that wouldn't really have like a big boom. That is not 2 of 50, by the way. That is number 2 on the 50 card checklist. It's not actually numbered. No, not the Chitari. We got one more little batch here to check. Well, disappointing on the metal there, not gonna lie. Metal, one of my favorites. Come on, no Leo number, really? Well, that's why it's an appetizer and not one of the big boomers. And no numbered stuff. No numbered stuff, not even the soul of the game. Well, regrettably I can't control what's in the box, but I can move on quickly to hopefully make you forget about the box. Hey guys, look, it's Artifacts. 25-26 is here. Let's go really quick when it comes to the redemptions out of Artifacts. Redemptions are something like 1 in 10 packs, and there's 8 packs in a box. So the odds of our redemption is actually pretty gosh darn good. The way that a redemption works is twofold. Number 1, cough. No. You will either see a team logo or you'll see a wild card. If you see a team logo on it, the Sid is not numbered, unfortunately, Julien. Beautiful card. Usually one of these type of cards are 1 in 15, but not numbered. And again, 3 to 35 means a third card of the 35 card set, not 3 of 35. But if we get a redemption that has a team logo on it, it goes to that team. Duh. Right? You get a redemption that says Dallas Stars, it's going to Dallas. There are a ton of redemptions that are wild cards because they don't know who the rookies are going to be yet. If we pull a redemption card that is a wild card, it will be raffled off among all 32 names in the break, including who won the free spot. So all 32 teams will have a shot at it. The reason why is that it can change. Some people like to think, oh, you got number 1, that means it's going to be Schaefer. Not always. As I like to tell people, Slavkovsky was a number 2, even though he was the first overall pick. So, unfortunately with that, a little bit tougher. Julien, that is for you. Now that we got that out of the way and the air cleared up, let's get back to work and we'll go into Artifact Town. And we'll see what we can find. Artifact's usually a few hits per box. It's always a fan favorite. Looks like we got a jersey swatch to kick ourselves off here. Back card is Morgan Frost. And let's see what we've got hiding behind Philip Forsberg, who I believe had a goal last night. Well, looks like we know where we're going. Very nice. So the Threads of Time, this is always one that is very debatable in terms of how people like it. They take current guys and they put them back in their old jerseys. So in this situation, we have a Jake Getzel with Pittsburgh. I don't know how I feel about it. Now, this is a Pittsburgh card. Duh. Right? It's Penguin, it's Penguin, it's Penguin, it's Penguin. So it's going to Pittsburgh. That means it's going to Todd. So Todd, so far, 2 hits, both with the Pens on the board. Like, Matthew Tkachuk is in a Calgary Flame jersey. And I'm like, ugh, who's that for? Flame fans don't want that. Florida fans don't want that. I'll only tolerate, like, Reinhardt in a Buffalo jersey or Calgary or Tkachuk in a Calgary jersey if it's a rookie. If it's not a rookie, I don't want it. I don't care if it's a 1-on-1 to Flame jersey. It's not for me. So pack number 2, Brant Clark and Monty are your 2 base. We have Tyler Bertuzzi, and we have Matt Boldy, who looks like he has a little, that's an ink error. Oh my god. The placement. It's copper. It's a 65 75. I hate to laugh. I feel bad if you have Minnesota like Richard does. I'm not gonna start doing this and all that stuff. It certainly looks like it's like a marker to me. I don't know who gave him the little Hitler stash, because there's a black dot over here too, so it literally looks like the marker that they would use to sign cards. Maybe this card was too close. You can't make this up. You can't make that up. Who did this? That's going on display. Somebody did that on purpose. Whoa. My focus is just like, wow. Whew. That was like magic. That was cool. Alright. Oh my god. Adolf Boldy. Oh, boys. That's the first one I've ever seen that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I can't stop. Like, are you kidding me? If I get Minnesota, I'm just keeping that. If that's my card, I'm leaving it the way it is. And I just love the dot over there to be like, whoops, I'm not going to get away with it. Oh my god. Alright, back to work. Kevin Korchinski is your base. Thomas Hurdle, and Stammer. Hiding behind him is an Adolphi. Hiding behind Stammer is an Orem card with Kirill the Thrill. These are bounty cards, so once you collect all of them, you can scratch off the code on the back, go to the Upper Deck website, and redeem them all for a prize. Your prize may not be as good as what you get here at D&M Sports by liking this feed and guessing the proper number on a card, but it will be a prize nonetheless. Final pack on the I can't stop looking at Boldy. We got Keandre Miller, we've got Luke Hughes, Nikita Zadorov, and we have a clear cut for Jackson Blake. He's back again, this time in clear cut form. Very solid pickup yet again. One once again goes to Natasha. Beautiful. We're going to put that on display there for sure. Nice Jackson Blake pickup. Carolina not too bad. Too bad. Guys, this Boldy card's going in like D&M break history now. You guys are all just a part of history here that we got a random God. JJ Paterka. Alex DeBrincat. Oh, there was another card back there. I knew it. Or Terry Luckenham. DeBrincat, your ruby red will be Pyotr Koshitov. Beautiful pick up there on the ruby red. That is at a 599. If you have number 198, you know what to do. By the way, the number on the Matt Boldy was number 66. If you have Mario Lemieux's number 66, I'm looking at you, McCully. You have won a prize, so it'll be that easy. Oh, boys. We have a... No, maybe not. Kadri, Jake DeBrusk, the Nuge, and some of my favorite. Hey, look, guys, it's Elias Pettersson. No, not that Elias Pettersson. This Elias Pettersson. No. The Elias Pettersson with the Vancouver Canucks. No, not that Pettersson. Yes, folks, there are two Elias Petterssons, both with Vancouver, because Vancouver does things that confuse everybody. 626 of 999. If you have number 626, you'll win 3 prizes. Why? Because I'm confident nobody has guessed that number. Chris McCully, you have 66, as you have foretold, apparently. Chris Meek. Ta-da. There we go. Once again, Mr. Fisher has now found out that I broke his pencil 6 months ago. We're going to see how long it takes. Thick card on the way, or thicker. We have Owen Tippett. And only Owen Tippett. And behind Chandler Stevenson in Seattle. Let's get a little focus action up in this hizzy. That's kind of that's a perfect card to put beside the Boldy. That's side eye to be like, what is happening over here? All right, enough fun with cardboard. We're adults. Second week in a row, I think we pulled a double swatch out of Quinn Hughes. We'll take that all day. That is a nicely shorter print gold material out of $2.99. It's number 58 of $2.99. And always a great day to get Quinn Hughes. That gets Alex R on the board. Beautiful green and white. And there's nothing better than the double color if you're going to get a double swatch. So that one's quite nice on Sir Quinnigan. We'll kind of boop, pop that over there. And our final pack of artifacts. No redemption as of yet, anyway. Quinn Hughes is going to be your base rookie. We have a sophomore Celebrini out here on the front. Jamie Drysdale, scored last night. And John Carlson. Some of my favorite parallels are these kind of white-ish ones there. 60 of 699 on the Carlson. I just love how they make the border around them just kind of shine like that. So a little short print there for John Carlson to finish off. Nothing too crazy out of the artifacts, but a fun rip nonetheless, as per the usual. So let us now go over to the spa. We could use a break, everybody. We could use some relaxation. We could use a trip to the spa. See who we can find there. It's Macklin. Stares into your soul. Yeah. All right. 10 packs, 9 cards per pack. Should have at least 2 autographs per as well. We're going to move this back, move that around a little bit. Should have at least 2 autos per as well. Sometimes you'll get 3. And you got that right downtown. Massage. We got Petty coming in. We have a hot stone massage. We're gonna get our hair all done. We're gonna be hot to trot. Don't even worry about it. There's that. I don't even know who else is even flipping here. Mary, that's for you. You should take a stop in, say hi sometime. I know you're opening those cards there with Mark. Stop sending him in. You should say, come in and be like, hey, I haven't been around for a while. A couple autos on the way, though. We'll see what we find out of here. The grade 8, your opening base card. Let's drop our cam here just a teeny bit. Ovi, Korchinski, and Pelly. Braden Point is your maximum performance there with Tampa. We have Liam Ogren, a rookie card. That is your pageantry with Mini. And Zach Dean, an unsigned future watch with Sweet St. Lou. Kevin Hayes, Ken Johnson, Peter Mrazek. Get Boldy mustache trim. The problem, Julien, is that I think he has been trimming it. That's the double-edged sword. Sophomore Bedard, Swayman, and Kucherov. Behind that is a green parallel collaboration between Makar and Devon Taves. Probably the best collaboration you can get. One of the best defensive pairings in the league, if not the best. Nick Schmaltz, talk about a guy who's had a friggin' resurgence. And AM34 is your limited red. Behind that, we got Marchenko, McCann, and Leo Carlson. I can give you acupuncture. Let me take a... Oh my god. Dale. You don't got to go to St. George to find spare needles. This is Moncton, buddy. Borkstrand, Neon Leon, and Mason McTavish. Some freshman focus with Brandon Scanlon. I said some freshman focus with Brandon Scanlon. Pageantry yet again. Alex DeBrincat, and your limited red will be Landon Slaggert. Pedersen, Evangelista, and John Carlson are the base. Take a little, there we go. Pack numero 3. Nico Heischer, Hallebuck, and Kopi collaborating together. I said earlier, probably the best collaborator you could get was Makar and Taves. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. It's obviously these two. Samuel Bennett and Downtown Dale Trake's favorite player in the whole wide world. Chewy. Pageantry, it's time for Leo Carlson, and some more limited red for the Thrill. DeBrincat, Connor, and the Otter are the base. I think it was a pageantry in everyone. Yeah, Dale, I agree with that, but it's weird. Celebrini, Bedard, and Carlson, I think, are 2, 3, 4 in fantasy hockey points this year. And it's like, wow, talk about the kids taking over. We have Brock Nelson. Devon Taves. Only 2 base cards as we go to Carolina Hurricanes short print. 148 is the number we're looking for. Scott Morrow, a rookie card there with the Caners. Behind that, freshman focus gets Montreal on the board with Joshua Roy. We have 1 limited red pageantry per box. It is Trevor Moore with LA. And Luca Del Belbaluz, the final man to score on Marc-Andre Fleury. Yes, it was Kachuk, but it is what it is. Zegras, Rust, and Fantilli are the base. And yes, Kachuk does not make the camera mess up on focus, Dale. The camera just can't deny the sheer beauty, the sheer aura of Chewy. And it just sort of panics. You know, like when you meet a pretty girl and you want to say hi and you kind of get a little nervous and it builds up a little bit. That's what happens to the camera when it sees Kachuk, Dale. The Thrill, Kaner, and Jack Quinn. Behind that, Cameron Crotty. Some weird names here from Slager to Crotty. 428 and 999. Happy that's not the sign Future Watch. No offense there to Minnesota. The Breadman. It's a maximum performance there in New York. And Nick Suzuki, your limited red. Demko, Vasi, and Shane Wright are the base. Aloha Levi. Levi saying hi from beautiful sunny Florida. Of course, Levi, the man who has 3D printed my gorgeous card stands featuring your D&M Sports logo, and the person who made our mascot, Wild Willie. So if you like Levi, hit him up. He can 3D print you up a duck in no time. You like ducks? He's got ducks. Go see him. You get the ducks. I get the money. You got the ducks. Cole Perforati, as some people call him. Seth Jarvis and Quinnigan. Honey behind Quinn. Whew. A bounty card. Spectrum FX. This time Nick Suzuki. Once again, these are cards with a bounty on the back, similar to the Orem. Once you collect them all, you go to the Upper Deck website, you collect a prize. But you need them all. Gavin Brindley, freshman focus with Columbus. And Patrick Koch. Patrick Koch was Utah Limited. Willie Mecklin, Cale McCarr, and Tage Thompson. 1, 2, 3. Le paquet qui reste. Logan Cooley, Josh Norris, Laffy, Jack Thompson, your bounty card as a rookie. Quinnigan and Philip Hornick. And Rhino is your limited red. Sanheim, Eichel, and Kachuk. And I'm starting to get to the point where I really hope this break isn't snake bit. Because we have 2 packs left with 0 ink. After the small flop that we had in Metal Universe and the lack of celebration between the tin and the artifacts. Hopefully we got a patch coming up or something like that. A Future Watch auto patch is a case hit. What in the frig is this? What is happening? What is happening in this break? Okay. Mitch Marner, Thomas Novak, Matt Boldy, Saul Stash. And there's your Future Watch on the board. Whew, at least we got somebody. Winnipeg, 514 of 599, the horizontal Future Watch. These replace the retro Future Watches, which people really seem to enjoy. It is Nikita Cheeperkov. Cheeperkov! Cheeperkov sounds like a Star Wars character. That goes to Scotty Carson. He's got the Winnipeg Jets. Luka Dabelbalou is back again. There's your Joel Blomqvist. Sanderson, Holtz, and Jack Hughes are your base. And, interesting. I don't know who this goes to. Just had a little kind of piece of one of the limited reds that fell out. Not off a card. Not off, like everything's fine in terms of the cards, but maybe we'll raffle off this little piece of cardboard too. Who knows? There you go. Yeah. Brady is pumped up, guys, in the back. Need a Willie wearing a D&M Sports shirt. You know what, Hunter? You're on something. Maybe if when you get back there, holy crap, is that an actual thick one? Did we actually find a patch auto? So I should correct myself very quickly. I actually do that so we can look at Sasha's beautiful face. Correct myself very quickly. I said a Future Watch patch auto was a case hit. A patch auto was a case hit. It's not necessarily a rookie. So it could be anybody, but the potential is sky high. These are usually 1 in 16 packs, or 16 boxes rather. So this might make it all okay. I'm going to hide it very quickly so I can just get through the rest of the pack. Willie will keep an eye on it right there. It is Curl the Thrill, Maximum Performance, and Cole Sillinger with your limited red with Sasha Barkov as your back base card. Okay. So these are almost always horizontal. Which way they're horizontal, I could not tell you. Roman Yossi will act as our blanket once we get some focus here on Roman Yossi. Roman. Oh, for the love of God, just come on. Huh? There. All better. All right, here we go. Ooh, I think we're going to spoil it going that way. Looks like a goalie. Carolina rolls again with an absolutely stunning Kochetkov Fwap. That is a 22-23 SB Authentic card. Kochetkov, and I will say, we're not turning this political, I swear to God if you guys do, but the Russians, for whatever reason, always sign super late. I don't know if they just play and then they immediately leave or what. So sometimes the Russian players can take quite a long time to actually go through and sign. And Natasha, I'm super duper happy for you. Sometimes it's not exciting coming with Carolina. Yes, you got some beautiful Jackson Blake stuff, don't get me wrong. Look at the freaking card though. The gorgeous triple color in the patch. This is what people are looking for. The Fwap. Future Watch auto patch. 43, the number we're looking for. And once again, that is a case hit. That is 1 in 16. So to be able to actually pull that is no small feat. Okay, well, I'll admit I was a little bit worried, but it is coming around as I pause to take a quick hydration break. Ah, delicious. And if you would like to sponsor D&M Breaks and get your drink on the feed, send me an email. We'll make sure to take care of you. Until then, no sponsorship. You don't get to know what I'm drinking. All right. I'm very relieved that we got the Future Watch auto patch. I can't really hide it. I think what we're going to do, we're going to layer them. So same thing that we did before. Bills are down 13-0 to the Dolphins. Divisional game, Dale. Can't trust divisional games. We'll go Ultimate Stature, Ultimate Stature. That's what we did last time and what you guys voted on last time. So let's move Let's move a card stand or two. Oh my goodness. Doesn't take much, eh? Talk about being childish. We'll put you right there. Move that there. I don't know. We'll figure it out in the wash. Not many cards left, but high-end products. I'm about to open up over $1,000 before tax and hockey cards, and we are expecting a total of 18 cards, so this better be good. Alrighty. Box number 26 for you superstitious ultimate folk. Next week, if interested, already over halfway done. I want to say two really quick things when it comes to that. One, if you do want to get into the break every week, for example, I had to turn people away this week, just let me know. If you're always in the break every time and you want to get into it, all you got to do is literally just say, hey, get me one spot every week until I tell you to stop. You're not signing a contract. You can drop out anytime. It really doesn't matter. But that will just ensure that you get your spot. Currently, we have 14 spots gone before every break even takes point. So that part is kind of nice. Just have 14 special teams points and 13 offensive. Yeah, I get that. So if you want to do that, that's great. Next weekend will be fun. We're going to do Ultimate. We're going to do a Premier. There's some more SP Authentic in there. We're doing 2 SPX. We're doing an SP Game Use. And I believe a Series 210 as well. So if you want to get in on that, all you got to do is let us know. In the meantime, Chris McCauley. Ça c'est pour toi. A thinner pack of Ultimate, but I always go back to thinking of that Ultimate pack that we opened, and it was all 75-point cards, and the second card that we got was a McDavid at a 15 auto. You don't need the big chunky guys. We do have one, though. We do have one thick one with the Montreal emblem reflecting on the front. And hey, there you go, Fredge. Not numbered, unfortunately, but it's a very good sign for you. A Lane Hudson rookie card to get you started off. And Jags are up 10-0. Woo! Everything's okay again. Thanks, Chris. Hunter M, you would like 3 spots for next week. You are in like Flynn. 3 spots. 1, 2, 6. Perfect. So Hunter Hunter McIntyre, you are now in for 3 spots for next weekend. If anybody else wants to hop in, you just let me know. So let's see here. We're going to show the back card here first. So typically with Ultimate, for those of you that don't know, only 4 cards, but 3 of them are hits. It will be a mix of autos, patches, swatches, tech cards, whatever. So we can get like 3 autos out of this. So back card, Carolina again. I'm really happy for you, Natasha. I hope you're able to watch the break. That's a rookie swatch from the kid up north. That's Bradley Nadeau. 454, 499. If you have that, then you have won a prize. We'll go to our, I'm not going to say thin card, but our number 75 there. I'm going to try and trade the least from Montreal too. You know what? Fredgie came in earlier to the store this week on Friday. Friday, I think it was, and he says, "You're going to pull me Montreal," and I guess I did. So I don't know if he would have traded you. That is quite nice. A short print Thatcher Demko hard signed autograph. We're going to do a little cover up here. Out of only 35 for the starting keeper in Vancouver. Who had Vancouver? We already figured this out. Was it Alex, maybe? Who had Vancouver? Vancouver, Canucks. Where are the Canucks? If I was a Canuck, where would I be? Number 2, Alex. A gorgeous pickup. 32 of 35. Again, hard signed, of course. The gold autograph. We had a beautiful Mackenzie Weegar gold auto come in the store here today that's sitting in my case for any of you Calgary fans. Trevor, if you're interested in that, hit me up. I'll give you a good deal, buddy. And final card of Ultimate as we zone in here a little bit on lane. We'll see what we got. Might be horizontal, might be vertical, might be inverted. Who knows? And it's from the top. Ultimate Emblems. Well, not the droid we're looking for when it comes to a Montreal rookie, but Oliver Kapanen's having a pretty gosh darn good start too. So Kapanen is actually, I don't know what he's at here now, but he was doing quite well for Montreal. Not specifically numbered, but again, a beautiful rookie auto for your Fred. A very thick one, about a 180 point if I had to guess. Here's a quick peek at the back. Be better if you could actually read it. There you go. Baboosh. Let me go back. There is your Oliver Kapanen. Not too shabby. C'est pas bad, la. C'est pas pire. We're on up here, la. We'll do that. You can't really see. Well, you know what? Can't really see, but can't win them all either. So, the beat goes on. Scored his 5th goal last night. Okay, perfect. I knew Kapanen was doing quite decent. Let's try to do it. You know what? Forget it. Boosh. There you go. Why not? Stature. 5 cards. Box number 65. If you go backwards, it's box number 5, 6, 7. Sometimes you get 6 cards. Sometimes you get an extra one, like last week, where we had a Samuel, don't make fun of my last name, Fajimo, his autograph from the previous year's Stature that they snuck in. 1 out of 3 Stature boxes will have a patch auto on average. And Tyler, that's for you. Thanks for joining the break. No chunky this time. Certainly all of our 5 cards, though. Stupid, sexy Roman Yossi is going to be your first base card. And hiding behind a Roman, Olen Zellweger, rookie with Anaheim, gets them on the board. 134 of 999. Anaheim, the team passed around like currency the last few weeks, goes to Trevor B. The auto typically is pretty much right behind, so I'm going to show the very back card. It is a short print Jack Hughes, 125 of 375 for the shorty print. That will go to Yvon. And now a couple colors here. Let's see what's hiding behind Olen Zellweger. Hey, nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful Ottawa pickup. Maybe not the most attractive man in the world. Probably won't be on GQ magazine anytime soon. But you know what, Brady? A beard goes a long way to hide your face with thick brambles. But regardless, pretty good hockey player and a decent captain. Not numbered specifically, but a autograph for the captain of the Ottawa Senators, which goes to Alex R. So Alex, sitting here with a beautiful short print Demko and a hard signed Brady Tkachuk Stature card. He's making out quite well. And finally, Luke Hughes. This one out of 199. It is a rookie card for Luke Hughes. 178 is the number that we're looking for, and once again, that will find a home avec Yvon. So there we go, with a Bradles at the front. The beat goes on. Not too shabby. Can't get too mad with the Brady Tkachuk auto. I mean, let's go. Back to Ultimate Town. This time it's box number 24 opposed to box number 26 like last time. Hopefully you guys all remember the gimmick. Punt return TD for the Jags. So what, Jags up 17-0, Chris? Screw Houston. Bunch of bums. That's rad. I was pretty disappointed to see Atlanta blow yet another game against Indianapolis, but hopefully Jacksonville can sneak into a wild card. It'd be nice to see them play at least a playoff game. And who else we got around here? Freggie! That's for you. There you go, buddy. Ultimate Boîte. Numero 2. Yeah, Dale, you're right. The Hughes are all coming out. We've had them all, yeah. Bradley Nadeau, Ultimate Phenoms. We do have one very thick card here as well. So not specifically numbered. But once again, the rich get richer. No, not Richard, who's in the break, but richer, like Scrooge McDuck. Local kid, Bradley Nadeau. That is one of the most badass photos he probably could have taken. There you go. Alright, well, that spoils that. San Jose on the board. Willie Eklund. Not specifically numbered, but hard signed. Might not be Macklin, granted, but that will go to Robert or Bob, wherever you just don't call him late for dinner. But there's a nice William Eklund card going there to him. With a thick card here behind, I will show you the very back card first. And it's a jumbo jersey for Jumbo Jack Eichel. 42, the number that we're searching for. If you're number 42, come up and collect your prize. Vegas belongs to Josh. That gets Josh on the board with a beautiful pickup, game used Jack Eichel. There you go. There you go. Gorgeous swatch on that one. And just because I don't like playing with autographs and such, we don't need to. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then we'll find out what the thick one is behind Monsieur Nadeau. Ultimate Collection, yes, we know. Red lid. Are we going back to Carolina? Holy Moses. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. Guys, I'm trying. Natasha is just eating everybody here. Look at the friggin' patch. Look at the way it pops out of there. That is cool. I love the way the silver just jumps right out of the card. Scott Morrow, defenseman with the Canes. That's a gorgeous rookie patch auto. That is such a nice friggin' patch. Like literally jumps right at you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys are right. It is a beauty. There's a quick peek there at the back as per the usual. And looks like his gums are bleeding. You think they take the time to maybe choose a different photo? On the front it doesn't look bad, but when you just see his face on the back, it's a little suspect at best, as Gorilla Monsoon would say. Can that see? Yeah, you can see that perfectly fine back there. There you go. And keep in mind still, right, the stuff we're not displaying, like the William Eklund, like the jumbo jersey, like there's just only so much room here. But so far, so good. And just like that, it's time for dessert, everybody. Stature time, 24-25. 87 is the box number. Why would we pick 87? Backwards is 7867. There you go. That's what I'm saying, Mary. I don't know. I'm hoping it's just a red mouth guard. Bad Gatorade, yeah. They say Gatorade's one of the very worst things for your teeth, believe it or not. It'll tear down that enamel. So if you are a Gatorade or Powerade or whatever drinker, the best practice is to drink it as quick as you can, pretty much. And there's Natasha. So if you guys want to give a congratulations to Natasha, who's got the Carolina Hurricanes, now's the time, because she's right here. All right. Like Natasha, I don't know if you've been here from like the beginning. It's ridiculous. Like everything is Carolina. There's like nothing but Carolina stuff all over the place. There's your Stature. Changed a patch in there. Feels maybe slightly thicker as per the usual. And Natasha, you're not getting a box throw because you've gotten enough. Mary, you already got one. Hunter, why not? That is for you. Hunter. And we do have our patch. So, as mentioned, patch autos typically fall 1 in 3 Stature boxes. So we do indeed have a patch. The best pull that I have seen, not in break, but in store, was the 2 of 2 Nathan McKinnon patch auto. I either want to find the 1 and 2 or I want to top that. So there's a quick sneak peek there in the middle. This is once again our final pack, so the guy in the middle is what we're looking for. Behind Mikko Rantanen. Here's your first flyer of the Stature break. Jet Lushenko. It is $3.98 of $9.99. My camera's having a bit of a trouble focusing on all this. They're gorgeous, but this rainbow reflection. We're going to now take the patch away, which has a little bit of green peeking out. We're going to put that aside. Number 4, Bobby Orr. It's always a great day to see the best defenseman to ever lace him up. 190 of 375. Oh, Cale Makar wishes he could be Sir Orr. But there you go, number 190. So, and the best part about that, Dale has the Boston Bruins. So Dale, you have now earned yourself a stunning short print Bobby Orr card. It's always a good day for that. And the final card behind Bobby, of course, aside from the patch auto, is going to be the Bread Man. So we're going to the Rags, 185 of 375. So that gets Panarin and the Rangers on the board. Before I reveal the there were 6 cards. Are there 6 cards? Wait a minute here. 1, 2, 3. What's that one there? Oh no, that's for Rantanen. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, there's only 5. Alright, so, very quickly, we do have a free spot to give away for next week. I always repeat it because there's always new people in the break. If you have at least one spot in this week's break, you have a chance to win a free spot for next week. All you have to do is stay tuned. It will be a separate video after this feed. Usually it goes up in about 10 to 15 minutes after the stream. So we will then go up and we'll find out who's going to win that. Thank you, Lo. I pat on the back. My wife giving me a little bit of a little pep talk there, if you will. Lord love you, sweetie. I appreciate you. And I know we're lame, whatever, but it is what it is. And if you want to get into next week, Wyatt John sometimes like to call Tom. Screw you, Dale. Let's see what we got. Let's just get to work. We'll do it. We'll do the reveal. You guys know the drill. You want to get in next week, let me know. We got a free spot to give away. Let's see the big banger. Boom. Let's go. The green. White bucket 51. Those eyes. Well. You know what? Couldn't have went to a better home. Fortunately, very small ding there on the bottom. Looks like a little gash that kind of hit in there. So you got a decision to make, Dale. I can give you the paperwork and such. Oh, good God. I can give you the paperwork and all that fun stuff. But if it's a PC card, I would just say take it and run. Because Upper Deck will replace it, but probably not with another Poitras. A stunning triple color patch auto. In my personal opinion, Poitras is easily a top 10 rookie of 23-24. But a very, very nice way to finish off the break. Going to Dale, who loves his Boston Bruins. And you know what? To me, that's what it's all about. I love pulling you guys stuff that you can sell and make money on. Everybody has fun, don't get me wrong. But when I can pull a PC card, it gives me the warm and fuzzies inside. You know what I mean? We'll take a quick peek there at the back as per the use. Number 28, the number we're looking for, of course, by the way. So there you go. There's your auto patch green with Matty Poitras. Gorgeous back to it. And once more, your peak there at the front. So that is about it, my friends. The amount of hits were pretty ridiculous as we started to get heated up here at the end. 3 stars of the night, barely beating out the Brady Tkachuk. We'll go with the short print Thatcher Demko out of only 35, the auto. You know what? 2nd star of the night, because Natasha can't have everything. A freaking stunning Piotr Koshitov triple color patch. The flap, if you will. Guess what, Natasha? You made your money back on that one card and then some. And top star of the night for the last card. Come on. Look at the colors. If you're a Bruin fan, everything's right in there. It's right into the card. So you gotta love that. Poitras being your 1st star. You guys are so welcome. Thank you for always being so kind. Levi and Fred, and Chris and company. We appreciate you guys. You're so welcome, Mary. Thank you for joining. And I appreciate all you guys who continue to join even if you don't join the breaks. It means a lot to me. These breaks are all for you guys, of course, and it's nice to be able to hang out together and kind of share a like interest, if you will. Once again, as a reminder, I will give away a free spot. Don't go too far away from this feed. But until then, everybody, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the football, and keep your stick on the ice.